try everything I'm told, but I still haven't left a yoga class feeling any more woman, any more beautiful, more thin, more thick than before. There aren't enough namastes in the world to fix this broken brain. But zero doesn't give you much. Being tiny, invisible, doesn't leave you with much. We're all learning how to make ourselves appetizing, but have no appetite. I'm just a space to fill up and empty as quick as I can. We go to gym to work off that big dinner we had. I didn't realize dinner was something we had to work for.
Wear this, it'll accentuate your hips. My dentist, oh, you're absolutely gorgeous. Do you play any sports? My classmates, you're so pretty. I wish I was a lesbian. Fuck off. Just because I'm gay doesn't mean I want you. Realizing it was a process in the first place because of people like you. Girl on girl packaged on the front page of every pornographic magazine, existing only to titillate. You take an identity and you swallow it whole before spitting it back up with bile and expecting me to take it. Girls are meant to be experimental. Girls think girls are really pretty all the time, and girls are soft and sexy, and they will love you because they're fucking supposed to.
Emma Watson, who I know is like a friend of yours,
Yeah.
She's receiving a bit of criticism right now.
Why?
For wearing something kind of sexy, exposing some of her breasts. And so people are now saying that she's a bad feminist. Can feminists like wear sexy outfits?
Yes, feminists can wear anything they fucking want, please.
I agree. Well, then why are people criticizing Emma for this? Why would?
I don't know, you should ask them.
Because yeah, she's getting backlash, which I mean.
No, I think perhaps they have a incomplete idea of who women are.
So feminists can show their body in any way they choose.
Yeah, they should be able to walk down the street nude and be safe.
You look at me and you think girl, and I open my mouth and you think Jesus. That is not what I was expecting. Because sure, I'm friendly, but I'm also poison-laced, profanity-spewing, perfection-striving. How do you know if this smile spread wide is not a leer? This hand extended is not longing to strangle. I am a customer service grin. Hi, how are you? I'm good, thanks. Not an inch sincere, and only here because you made me like this. Every single, you're beautiful. Every single, I can't wait to see you on your wedding day. Every single, you must have so many boyfriends. It's like tugging at a rubber wall. Every part of me snaps back, but if someone tugs too hard, I'll break. Rubber deteriorated, revealing a wailing red mess not pretty enough for you to look at.
It means something that large portions of the population are saying, well, whatever this hell our parents were locked in, we don't want to do it that way. We're going to try something else.
So what do you think about the evolution of feminism?
Oh God, thank God someone's hoping to evolve it, because my generation crashed and burned.
A new movement for women's liberation is launched, and once again protesters take to the street to support their demands for total freedom.
No matter what you say, somebody's always going to say something that opposes what you're trying to say when you speak out about feminism. Whenever I've stood up for women's rights, I've always had somebody else tell me otherwise. It doesn't matter what I say.
We're fired up!
The internet and social media is a great way to spread facts, and so many people have come to terms with feminism because of the internet and social media.
There's a real fear about social media, but at the same time, it's like we're having conversations that would never have happened without social media. Yeah, I remember life before the internet. Yeah. Oh my God, there was life before the internet. You know, fourth wave feminism, I think, is a lot based on the conversations that we have on social media about intersectionality. They actually had really good policy around inclusiveness. And I know the Women's March has not always been like that, so it was amazing, you know. But at the same time, you know, as soon as the pink pussy hats started taking over, it really took over. Women's March, pink pussy, right? Like, you know, you see miles of pink pussy, and it's, you know, all pussies are not pink, number one. All pussies are not necessarily, you know, the textbook vagina. So no, there was a lot of erasure with that.
Oh God, it was wonderful. Because I had been in a really rigorous graduate school in Louisville, Kentucky, where I met my husband, but I was one of 6 women in a program of 1,000 men. And there was no future in it. Professions, law, theology, thinking about writing, because I had already failed to thrive. I wasn't going to be dominated by any man that I'd ever met. The winter of 1971, and women were getting together in small groups. Resistance is the secret of joy. So you have to resist any attempt to get you to fit into what is an ugly, sexist commodity.
The strength of the feminine, and that's what we need more in our society. The problem that we have in our society today is that we overly sexualize the feminine energy, and we don't realize the power of it. When you empower a woman, that's what brings up a society. It makes it so much greater. But because we sexualize and objectify the feminine energy, that's why we are where we are today.
At the same time though, I feel like sexualizing a woman isn't necessarily a bad thing, and everybody sees it as a negative thing, whereas there's nothing wrong with being sexual, that's human nature.
Titled Au Naturel, and it's my grad collection for my 4th year at Ryerson. I spent a semester abroad in Amsterdam, so the geometric, sculptural quality of the pieces was definitely inspired by that. In terms of the concept about the female nude and why is it that, especially in North America, we view it so differently than in different places. I started another project called Resend Nudes, and it's just, I've been printing a sticker of the female nude and posting it all throughout the city just to present the nude in a space that isn't a safe space, like a gallery, presenting it in everyday life, because it's something that is natural. We see it, we see our own bodies every day. Why can't we see other people's bodies and automatic, and think of it just as a natural thing and not something that should be censored? Just think about why is it that we censor especially the female nipple.
Commemorating International Women's Day through the beauty of art together. myself, I'm a first soloist ballerina with the National Ballet of Canada, so I use my body to express my art. Really fortunate that I've made a career out of my passion. I think as any person, as any woman, you know, that's really quite amazing. I love dancing because it's an embraceable world here in Canada. You know, there's people from all parts of the world. Obviously, I'm from Australia. We have people from Japan, from Mexico, from the United States, from literally like everywhere you name it, and we all speak the same language through movement. So that's really beautiful to be around all different cultures, but at the same time be united as one, which I feel we're trying to express with this show, bringing people together, especially women, at a time like this in the world, you know, where women feel like second-class citizens in first world countries, which is insane. As a ballerina, what people see me as, they see me as delicate and pretty, but I am those things, but also super strong, really courageous, powerful. There's that courage and strength behind us from what women have had to overcome.
When I was 5 and he was 6, we rode on horses made of sticks. I wore black and he wore white, and I would always win the fight. Bang, bang. I shot him down, bang, bang. He hit the ground, bang, bang. Dear men's rights activists, aka the MRA, bang, bang. I noticed that you sent at least one of your representatives to Mad Max's Fury Road. You know, in the event of a post-apocalyptic meltdown, who's gonna believe in girly things like water, agriculture, community? That kind of weak-ass shit really gets in the way of war machines, space grease, fuel rage, breast milk siphoning farms, and using guitars as hood ornaments. Really, a broken barbecue that plays Pantera would have had an easier time in this new world. But now, you know, us women and trans people really don't have a lot of energy left over to save humanity after you leave us with your kids, keep us from being educated or having driver's licenses, maim us, stalk us, rape us, harass us, or kill us.
I wouldn't like divide the world into men and women. You both have dual energies. Obviously we're women, so we have more of the feminine. I just feel that maybe the masculine has put up the structures that we're thrown into. And I think the problem that our society is facing now is that these are masculine structures, and in order for women to succeed, they have to fall into these masculine structures that are just not made for us. I think we're a bit different. I don't think we're the same. I don't think men and women are the same. I think they're dual energies, but I think for this world to come back to balance, because it's rather unbalanced, we need to give that feminine energy some credence. Women have come so far, especially here. Wow, how far we have come. And I think that it's so much our time. And we just have to take that bull by the horns and just follow our dreams. And it's up to us. Yes, there are glass ceilings. Yes, all of that exists, but it's really, but look at how many we've broken.
I'm broken, don't wanna be fixed. down.